This is Dr. Jeff, Dr. Jeff Resources, coming to you today with another one of our resources. Do you want a date or a mate? Wrote this book for people who are looking to date effectively and efficiently, and those who are possibly looking at using dating as a way to find a mate. Today, I want to talk to you from this thought: dating don'ts. Now, just as there are things that you should do when you date, here are some things you should not do when you're dating. And this is starting with the premise of the first date, going out and going on. Number one, never visit a man or a woman's house alone. First date, don't do it. Even though you may be talking to someone, or maybe you're using Zoom, maybe you've been communicating for a while, and now you're going on that famous first date, you don't know them. So that first date needs to be in a public place with a lot of people. It needs to be typically like a restaurant or a play or something where you can get to see them engaging in a social environment. It allows you to be able to see if what they've been telling you is true. Sad to say, many people lie, and they lie a lot when it comes to dating. So you want to see them. You don't want to visit someone and then find out that they're not who they say they were, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. So always date publicly. Don't criticize. Do not put people down. Do not put down what they believe, what they say, what they think, how they act, because criticism initially is going to be looked at negatively. Most people do not see criticism as you're just telling a joke. They see criticism as you're attacking me. And you don't want that. You want people to be okay with being open and honest with you, and vice versa. Not only should you not criticize, you should not allow yourself to be criticized. And if someone does initially criticize, you need to let them know that you find that behavior unacceptable and this date needs to come to a quick close. You have no reason to be criticized by anybody. Dress appropriately, not provocatively. Again, you're not trying to pick up somebody. You're not trying to get somebody to come home with you. That should not be the purpose of dating. Dating has other purposes in terms of hopefully creating a relationship where you're able to go out with this person on numerous occasions. Possibly it becomes close and you move towards marriage. But you never want to come into it dressed provocatively because first impressions last. If someone sees that you are dressing in such a way that you're trying to catch, you will probably turn them off unless they want to have a one night stand. But if that's not what you're looking for, don't give that impression. You don't want to meet the family too early. Again, in the beginning, you're just not getting together and maybe things are clicking, but you don't want to get into bringing, yourself into the family. You don't want to bring them to your family because what happens? If for some reason in a short period of time it doesn't work out, then it looks like all you're doing is out there playing with anything that you can get your hands on. So don't agree to meet the family early. Take your time. If it's going to be, it will. Don't overstay your visits. Don't make the dates too long. You need to go out. Yes, you want to be able to go out and stuff. And this is again why restaurants to me are great places, especially for the first date, because it allows you to be able to know that probably within an hour or so the date's going to end. Now you may say, why do you want to end the first date in a relatively quicker period of time? Because you want time to sit back and reflect on what you've just been through. So if you're with somebody and it's an extended period of time, especially if the experience is not pleasant, it's very hard to stay focused and to stay in tune with that because you're going to wonder, oh my goodness, what the heck have I gotten myself into? Don't overcompliment, just like you don't want to criticize. Don't give too many compliments. Whatever compliments you give, let them be sincere. If you mean it, say it, but don't keep saying. Don't make it seem like you're trying to flatter falsely because, again, people pick that up. Do not get drunk. Now, maybe you're someone who's a social drinker or you like a drink here and there. Maybe with dinner you want a glass of wine. Not a problem. But do not, under any circumstance, get drunk. Don't sit there and allow yourself to become inebriated. If you're a woman, it could be disastrous. If you're a man, you could find yourself left alone, because there are people who are actually turned off by people who drink too much or who cannot handle their alcohol. Don't get angry. You may have some things happen in that first date that anger you, but control it. Don't sit here and get into an argument and a fight and stuff, because again, just like you walked into the room, it's a public place, you have the freedom to walk out. So you don't have to get into an argument. You don't have to get into a fight, because the reality is once you walk out, you never have to see this person again. So you don't have to be bothered with it. Don't tell too much too fast. Don't lay your whole life out in the first date. Yes, you need to share things and you need to talk, you need to have a conversation, but keep the personal things close to the vest. Because you shouldn't let someone see so much of you too soon until you know that you can trust them with what you're sharing. And you can't trust everybody with what you're sharing. In the dating world, sad to say, you want to be careful, because you have to assume that not everyone is trustworthy. And that's a fair assumption. There are definitely people that are, but there are also those that are not. Do not assume facts not in evidence. Don't think something is just because you think it is. Let it be. And if you see it, doesn't mean you have to say it. Don't just think that something is the way that it is, because that might not be the way that it is. Maybe it's different than what you've been looking at. Do you want a date or a mate? Get this resource today.